What the fuck do I say?
I don't know. Say whatever you want. You said you wanted to do an intro.
Hello guys, Gowan here, back with another plant video. Bro, I have no info on what the fuck the plants are, or like how many metas there are, bro. How many metas are there,
Six,
bro?
six.
Six? Six or seven, bro?
Okay. I'm not
I...
letting you do the intro anymore, bro.
Okay, six metas. Six metas. Six metas? Are they like just plant metas?
Yo, are you interviewing me or are you doing my intro? Hello?
What's good, guys? Gowan here. Today we are back with another plant meta video. Today, I will show you guys six useful plant metas to help you get better guesses in GeoGuessr.
Alright, so the first plant that we have here, first of all, let's like determine the context that we have. We're clearly in a North American round, right? We have front of the car, we're driving right, we have quite a North American barn here. Um, but we also have this plant down here, which is called staghorn sumac. Latin name is Rhus typhina. And it sort of has this winged appearance. It has paired strips of leaves going down each side here at an angle, and it sort of creates this winged appearance, and also has this red flowering stalk in the middle, which the wings surround, if you want to look at it that way. Very, very recognizable. If you see it a couple times, you won't really miss it again. That plant is very, very good for the northeastern United States and Canada, particularly anywhere around Ontario. You get it a lot in, so Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, anywhere in the northeastern United States, really. And you don't really find it anywhere south of Ohio, Pennsylvania, this sort of area, and not very common in the plains as well. So really just like this kind of area. And again, it's very common in Ontario as well. Maybe not the best example I could have used because I think it's actually Wisconsin here. Um, but I mean, this easily could have been New York or something like that with the staghorn sumac, even if we have that in the round. So very helpful for region guessing northeastern US. So the next round that we have here is Switzerland, as we can see with the Gen 3 low cam. Not that many options. I mean, our other one is Japan. It's clearly not Japan. So um, the plant that we have here is this right here, which is the Trachycarpus fortunei, the Chusan palm, windmill palm. It's got many, many common names. Um, and it's actually very, very common in southern Switzerland. So around Lugano, it's planted a lot as an ornamental plant. I've seen it around in other areas of Switzerland. I've seen it in Geneva, I think, but it's very, very common down here. So if you have like a Switzerland round and you just have like these palms, these fan palms lining the road, very, very likely you're going to be in Lugano, or this area in Switzerland that juts out into Italy, as you can see here. Um, I've also seen it in Italy over the border a little bit, and this palm also is just found in a lot of other places around the world. I've seen it in Taiwan. I've also seen it near Vancouver, where I live. So, very, very common around the globe as planted ornamental palm. But when you have this landscape, very, very likely going to be in southern Switzerland here. Alright, next round here, we have a Columbia round. And the palm that I'm going to be talking about with this round is this right here, which is called the Copernicia tectorum. It doesn't have a common name. I like to sort of see it as like a squished carnauba palm, which is the palm that you get in around Sierra. People call it Sierra palm. It's the same genus. It has the same fans, but it almost looks like it's squished horizontally. As you can see, like all the fans are like pointing down. They're facing like horizontally and they're angled downwards like this. It's almost like it's like a misshapen Sierra palm. Maybe you want to think of it that way. Like that one is a good example of one. Like that one and that one as well. Like they're a little bit squashed, a little bit misshapen. I don't think that one's it. Yeah, all of these ones are as well. So they're just like they look like Sierra palms, but they're a little bit odd looking, essentially. And if you see that and you have your landscape looks a lot like Colombia, like flat particularly. It's actually a very good meta for the area east of Cartagena here. Supposedly, this palm is also found all along the northern coast of Colombia, but I've mostly seen them east of Cartagena, so around this area here. You could get a lot of it in the Gen 3 coverage as well. Most of the Gen 3 coverage around here is dry, so it'll look different to like this in the Gen 3 coverage, but you'll still have the palm, you'll still be able to see it. It's just going to be a lot drier. But in Gen 4, as you can see, it's very green, red soil. You could easily mistake something like this for being east of Andes, but we do have this palm, so we are going to be going east of Cartagena. So the fourth round here, as we can see, is going to be a South Africa round. We can see the small cam supposedly driving left, and this pole is also very South African. It's quite hazy as well. The coverage around here is very hazy. And the plant that I'm going to be talking about here is actually going to be the monkey thorn. So this is the monkey thorn right here. We can see lots of these sort of like white, almost like illuminated looking trees. This is just in their flowering phase. This is what they look like. If you get up close, you'll see that they're like these small cylindrically shaped white flowers, like creamy colored flowers, really. And you have a lot of these around, like all of these, that one, that one, that one, all of these around. These are all monkey thorn. They'll only look like this during certain months, and that is why it's important, because you can get monkey thorn all over Limpopo and around Gauteng as well, but when you have it in this appearance like this, with this season, most likely you're going to be in western Limpopo. So, if you have this tree, or if you have lots of them, usually you see lots of them, these trees that have these, like, white, like, blossoming, like, white tube-shaped flowers, or if you're too far away, they'll just look like white fluffy flowers on a tree, like this, that, you know. More than likely, you're going to be in western Limpopo, and it's going to have to be small cam as well. Most of the coverage around here is small cam now, so that shouldn't be an issue. But if you have small cam with these trees, western Limpopo is probably a good slam. The fifth round here, we are back in Colombia, a very, very flat round, and the meta here is going to be this grass. This grass is called Bicornis grass. It almost sort of looks like Kyushu grass a little bit, the way there's, they just have these thicker white tufts at the ends here, and as you can see, most of them are clustered, like they'll look like clustered white balls at the top. Yeah, but this is all characteristic of Bicornis grass, which is a very recognizable grass, and the landscape, obviously, you'll be able to see them, usually. And it's very, very common, and I'm pretty sure it's exclusive within Colombia, at least, to the department of Casanare. You don't really get them south of Casanare because the season that seasonal coverage that you get here is different, so the grass wouldn't look like this. So if you see it like this, these white tufts of grass clustered just in wetland, flat East Colombia, or just flat Colombia in general, you're going to be in the department of Casanare, and most likely somewhere near the town of Orocue, which is this one right here. But again, you don't find it south of Casanare, and to be honest, you don't really find it in South Casanare as well. You can find a little bit, but it's mostly like a central to northern Casanare thing, and very, very common around the town of Orocue. So if you click around here, you'll be fine. Finally, we have the last round here, which is clearly going to be in Australia. As we see, we have the bollard. We are driving left. The front of the car is here. All white road lines, very typical of an Australia round. Now, if you look at the tree line here, you'll actually see that most of these trees are not eucalyptus. That's because they aren't. So all of these trees here, they're actually called they're pines. They're called Callitris pines, commonly known as cypress pines, and they just have this very dark trunk. And as you can see, if you look closely, they're just not eucalyptus. Let me see if like that right there would be a eucalyptus, and this is not eucalyptus. Very, very dark trunk and this sort of pine shape. They are very, very helpful, especially when they're in full forests like this. If you see them in full forests like this, they're very, very common in central NSW, and also in southern central Queensland, particularly around the city of Roma. So if you see full forest of them, very good to click maybe around Dubbo, central NSW, further south a little bit as well, and then around Roma. You can also find it in South Australia. Usually in South Australia, they won't be in like forests like this, I feel like. I've seen them more without a trunk in South Australia. They'll be closer to the ground, and they'll sort of look more like bushes rather than full trees. And they're supposedly also in Western Australia, but they are much less common in Western Australia than in NSW and Queensland and even South Australia. So if you see the Callitris pine here, most of the time you can actually just rule out Western Australia. And if you see a full forest like this, you can also rule out South Australia and narrow it down to just southern central Queensland and NSW. So yeah, very, very good for getting these regions.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed all 5 metas I had for you guys today.
Six.
Fuck, bro. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed all 6 metas I had for you guys today. It's been Gowan, guys. See you next time.
Bro.